Good evening. Welcome to the live stream. We're here. Sorry, I'm a couple minutes late. Today's been kind of a shit show. Got lots of comments coming in. Congratulations on 12,000. Thank you guys. That's going to be a conversation for part of this and stuff. Hayden Watson, what's up? From Lawrence, Texas, Wisconsin, Iowa. What's up? Everyone's excited for the giveaway. We're not going to do that like immediately. I was felt a lot more chatty when I first announced this earlier. Now it's kind of all just, so yeah, I don't know. Everyone is letting people know where they're from. So let me know where you're watching from. Yeah, it's Friday. Had my first guide trip in like forever. A couple days ago. Got back to work tomorrow and Sunday. Gonna be a busy weekend. Kirk says, where's Tucker? He's dicking around here somewhere. Braden in Topeka, Oakdale, Tennessee. Oh yeah, so the dude that made all my new decals, he's probably watching, Danny Christensen. Shout out to Danny and his son. Sorry, Danny. Danny and his son, Anthony. What's up, guys? Thanks again for hooking it up with the decals. If you guys want one of these decals or one of the t-shirts, long sleeves, or hoodies, we've got the merch store open if you guys haven't seen that. Merch store is pretty neat. Oh, you can kind of see Tucker on the floor rolling around like an idiot. Can you guys see that? I literally just gave him a bath today too. Hey, dickhead, get off the floor. So yeah, that's kind of what we're doing. But yeah, the merch store is pretty cool. Pretty psyched on those. We've had 10 orders, 24 units sold. Some of the colors and the different sizes aren't available because they're coming from China. Teespring is obviously pretty popular, so there are plenty there though. So go grab a piece of merchandise. It supports me, it supports the channel. So really appreciate that. Now that we've got a little merch store. How many people we got? 54. Dude, everyone is just shouting out where they're from. Wichita, Tongi. Frank Risto said that was a nice channel cat that we caught. That was actually a blue. We caught all three of the big cats that we caught on Thursday. Yesterday were blue cats. Big blue cats. The place is fun. You do the best job on videos of showing your live scope screen of anyone. That's the reason I subscribed a few weeks ago. Thank you, sir. Retired character, maybe. All of my crappie lakes are still frozen, so it's going to be a couple weeks before we can get out there and keep on with the live scope videos. The power plant lake that I guide on, I don't really have a lot of crappie spots there at this time of year anyway. So as you can tell probably by the videos, been doing some different content, like with Jeremy with Swingman Baits. Let me know in the comments if you guys ordered some crappie baits from Jeremy from that video last week. He is inundated with orders. I think he's had like 91 orders so far for the month of February, and like 50 or 60 of those, maybe even more, were from that video. So if you guys want those crappie baits that I'll be using this year, you can get 10% off your order of $50 or more on swingaminbaitco.com. Locally made here in Lawrence, Kansas by Jeremy. You guys saw that video, I'm sure, and if you haven't, go check it out after the live video. Nice job busting ice at the ramp the other day. Yeah, man, it made it a lot easier for everyone that fished the next day early in the morning, that's for sure. But by the end of the next day, all the ice was gone. It was super warm and windy. So, do you need something, Tucker? Here he is. Get up here. Come on. Come on. Okay, Tucker doesn't want to come up here. That's fine. So yeah, I should have written stuff down earlier. Everything that I've had in my head since this morning is completely gone. Been a gong show today. So yeah, I got 62 people here just kind of dicking around for the first 10 or 15 minutes and saying what's up to everybody. Usually always enjoy these live videos and chit-chatting with everyone in the comments and stuff. So we're gonna try and run for like an hour tonight. I've still got rigging up to do for tomorrow's guide trip and stuff. I was gonna take tomorrow off, but booked the trip last minute, so working for the weekend. Ken asks, what hooks do you use with those baits? The guy that makes my jigs is out of Colorado. Get Jiggy With It Jigs, Christopher Hess. All the jigs that I use are like a 2-aught sickle hook, mustad sickle hook situation, like 1/8 of an ounce, sometimes quarter, sometimes 3/8. But Chris with Get Jiggy With It Jigs makes all my jigs. Still just trying to make my way through some of these comments. So if I don't get to your comment or your question, don't take it personally. It's probably just because these things come in pretty fast. So if you don't see your question answered, just keep commenting. Krista McLean, how long did that ice chopping take? I don't know, to be honest. I think I kind of blacked out during that whole process, but I think it was like right around an hour. There's a cat. Took me like an hour, but the time lapse made it seem a lot easier. That was brutal. I'm really sore. Nice. You guys have some weird YouTube names. You don't like. I can't answer these questions because I don't know how to say your YouTube names. So would you get a 93 SV or 102 Echo Map Ultra for live scope? I would just go with the 93 SV. Hey, I wish I could turn my computer to so you guys can see Tucker so scared of one of the cats for no reason. He's like doing zoomies because one of my cats is messing with him. It's literally the funniest thing to watch in person. If I was doing this from my phone, you'd be able to see it. But one of my cats is like she's kind of a gangster. She must have been from the streets. She just walks around. Tucker's so scared. Anyway. I don't know. Like I said, I was having a lot more fun with this idea this morning. And then as the days progressed, I'm losing it. No, I'm just kidding. I appreciate everyone being here. I hope not everyone is sitting around waiting for the giveaway because I like to sit and shoot the shit with everybody live, answer some questions because everyone just sees me on the YouTube videos and I try and keep up with all the questions on those particular videos, but it's always fun interacting with people that watch the vids. Yoder, Kansas. God, where is Yoder, Kansas? It sounds Amish. Yoder. Smithville Lake. What up? Fisherman Floyd. big shout out to Fisherman Floyd. He inspired the Illumicraft walkthrough video that I posted yesterday. That was kind of a fun video. Everyone likes talking about their own shit, and I love that boat. So thanks, Fisherman Floyd, for the idea. Congratulations on 12K. Yeah, 12,000 subscribers is pretty cool. Got a long way to go as far as goals, but slowly but surely we're getting there. Other guy that I talked to that's got a pretty good YouTube following. And he's like, just when you make quality content, it doesn't take as long. So that's why I try not to put out awful, cringy videos, like forced videos. Try and put out good stuff to increase the subscriber base and whatnot. We're getting there. Oh, great. Now Tucker's barking. This is why we can't have nice things. Everyone asks what I'm drinking. I'm drinking fermented grape juice. If that tells you anything. I drink a lot of it in the wintertime when it's cold. It's not even that cold. I like wine in the winter, in the evenings. David Edson, what's up? Great boat walk through. Great boat walk around for those that haven't been on a trip. Yeah, some people that want to go on a guide trip want to see the boat. I got a picture of the boat on the website, but it's always nice to see kind of what you're getting into. Illumicraft especially. What's up, Ryan M. Outdoors, Ryan Martin? What is up? Everyone wishes they could have helped breaking up the ice. I actually feel a little bit better about the fact that I did it myself. One of the older gentlemen that works there at the lake kind of just helped shovel some of those big pieces of ice out. But he's probably reaching that 80-year-old mark. I didn't want him doing anything. It was just fun to have him there for support, especially that day. Go to Lake Shawnee next week and go catch a gold 3-pound trout. God, just nothing about trout fishing sounds very fun. Unless I can catch one on like a jerkbait. And I don't even think Lake Shawnee would be open by next week, to be honest. It's entirely possible, but I don't think so. Hope so. Maybe. If I go to Lake Shawnee, it's not going to be for trout, but I may catch them. Tucker really wants to be on this video, but he really does not, because I keep trying to get him to come over here, but he's just walking around just back there. Just gave him a bath today. Tucker got a bath. That's the whole reason why we're on the slide video, to let you know Tucker had a bath today. Lance says, "This Jim Beam's for you." That sounds a lot better than what I'm drinking, but Travis Hoagland says, "How long have you been a guide?" This is my 6th year of being a fishing guide. This will be my 3rd year, 2nd year? 2nd year. 2nd and a half year doing it full time. Oh, the dude from Yoder, Kansas said it is Amish. That's cool. Oh, Brent Goss donated $250. I guess that's the other thing I forgot to say. Now that we've got more people on the stream, Brent was the winner of last month's donation giveaway video. So when you watch these live videos, if you make a donation, it doesn't matter if it's like $1 or $20, it enters you into a giveaway for the following month for a PC Fun fishing reel. So we're doing a lot of PC Fun spinning reels. So Brent was the winner of last month's giveaway. So Brent is now entered into the other one. So if you guys want a cheap way to get entered in a giveaway for a nice PC Fun reel, then feel free to donate to the channel. Otherwise, go buy a t-shirt or a hoodie or something. Mine are on my way. Those are all made to order. Like I don't keep stock of those on me, and they take a little bit. So yeah, if you guys haven't seen the merch store, it's in description for one of my videos. David Edson, thanks for 20 bucks, man. David and Brent are in the giveaway. So that's the other thing that we're going to do in this video is announce the giveaway from last month for the donations. We had 14, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we had 14 from last month. So that's something that we're going to do as well. Mike Kushmer, how much a one-day guide trip? Mike, go to the website, kansasanglingexperience.com. Go to the rates section. That'll give you the rates for half-day and full-day trips. So kansasanglingexperience.com. How can anyone afford a boat these days? I'm concerned about lack of warranty. Any suggestions? I can't really speak for that. I've never owned a brand new boat. All my boats have been paid for. So as far as warranties are concerned, I'm not really the person to ask. I don't think I'll ever own a brand new boat. Truck payments are enough. I don't want to make a boat payment too. I see where you're coming from. Frank, how's your dad doing? Enjoying that retirement? I don't know, Frank. I think he's watching, so he can probably answer that for you, but he's probably just big chilling. No, I'm sure he's doing stuff. I'm like trying to go back in the comments, which is a terrible idea because then I lose where I was before. But I always try my best in these live streams to get to everyone's comments and stuff. I find that very near and dear, trying to make sure everyone is getting their questions answered. So, Jaredo, thanks for the donation. So again, if anyone who's in this live stream is watching that just popped in, making a donation to the super chat, we'll enter you for a giveaway for PC Fun Reel for the following month. So always appreciated, supports the channel. Brian Wonders got his merch ordered. Should be here next week. Sweet. If you guys do get merch, like if you get a shirt or something, then definitely, if you have Instagram or Facebook or whatever, tag me on Facebook and Instagram, Kansas Angling Experience. I want to see. I hope one of you guys gets the Tucker shirt. I don't want to be the first one to post pictures in the Tucker shirt. I hope that you guys go buy a shirt with Tucker's face on it. I don't know where he is. He left. Thank you for the $5. JAB Jabbo Jr. Sorry, man. I don't know how to say that. How much smoother is a multi-species boat versus a bass boat? I have a really bad back. I mean, I feel like I've said this somewhere. I don't know if it was on Facebook or Instagram or YouTube video. I would never own a bass boat. I just don't like being low. Like if you have a bad back, then 100% a deep B boat, you know, with like high sides. That's what I would recommend. I've never been a bass boat guy. Gosh, I always take for granted how many comments actually come in. So again, I really apologize if I miss your question because there's just so many. I'm not doing it on purpose. The one thing I want to double back to, I know Brent Goss asked if I'm fishing any tournaments this year. I don't know of any tournaments that I'm fishing. Tournaments are always on weekends, and weekends are my busy time. Guiding, obviously, everyone wants a weekend spot, so it's tough for me to want to give that up. Like last year, I jumped in on one at one of the lakes that I guide on in the fall, and they ended up canceling it that same morning. So that's what I get for doing that. But yeah, I'll jump in on a couple every now and again to try and jackpot, but don't really enjoy tournaments as much like I used to. I do like making money though, and that's that's where guiding comes in. Greg Woods, hopefully you're still here, bud. Greg, want to book a trip? Just want to book it when you're getting into walleye and striper. I would recommend May or June. May is starting to fill up. March is completely full. April's going to get there, and May and June for sure. So, Krista asks, do you ever fish with live bait? I guess the only live bait fishing that I do is for walleyes with night crawlers on spinner rigs, but otherwise I'm not really a live bait guy. I don't like minnows, don't like live shad. I know there's a time and a place for everything, but I'm just not a live bait guy. It's tough to learn too much down here with live bait. You learn a lot more with artificials. Matt says, what's your go-to rain gear? Cabela's guidewear. The guidewear suit that I have is a really good set of rain gear. Gore-Tex, waterproof stuff, but yeah. Craig says, also, I would like to fish Lake X with you for white bass if possible. I don't know what Lake X you're talking about, but I feel I say that a lot when people ask what the lake names are that I fish. Not a real public guy when it comes to letting people know what lakes that I fish unless you want to book a guide trip. But people that live in Kansas can usually figure it out. I just don't like blowing out lakes on the interwebs. Brett says, where do you see yourself with this podcast and guide service in 3 years? Well, I certainly hope to continue guiding. An actual podcast would be fun. There's a lot of investment into a podcast. I think that would be fun. I think my biggest thing is just trying to figure out like what to talk about for an hour or 2 hours or however long podcasts are. But yeah, podcasts would be fun. But yeah, I mean, the business grows exponentially every year, and it has for 6 years now. I had my best year ever last year with COVID, so really want to make it that way again this year. Good question though. What did you guys throw for largies on your last trip? Just swim baits, moving baits, crank baits. The water's like 68 degrees there, so those fish definitely prefer something moving, especially when it's windy. What is the farthest south that you fished? My dad and I went on I think it was like my first guide trip ever. We went to Lake Okeechobee when we all went to Disney World when I was middle school. So yeah, I guess Florida would be the farthest south that I fished. Has anyone seen videos on how to mount live scope to a forced trolling motor? I haven't. I will not have a forced trolling motor anytime soon. MJ Outdoors says, you ever fish Cheney? Nope, that's a long drive for me, buddy. I have not been out there, I don't think. I'm doing the thing again where I keep going back. Krista asks how to donate. There's a little like $sign down where the chat is next to the emoji symbol that says show your support for Kansas Angling Experience. That is where you donate. Speaking of donates, Derek McCallum donated $10. Thank you so much, man. Really appreciate it. We'll throw you in for the giveaway for next month. LC Zurcher, $5. Thank you so much. Thanks for your channel and Facebook, trying to learn so I can teach my 3 sons. That's awesome. That's why we do what we do, for learning purposes. Guiding in and of itself is 90% education, so very much appreciated. Rob says, what are your thoughts on deep cycle battery brands? Anyone better than the other, or is battery a battery? I can't say that they're all the same, but like my starting battery, like you guys saw on that Illumicraft walkthrough that I put out yesterday, I just roll with, well, I have an Optima Blue Top Group 34 starting battery, but my deep cycles are I don't think that ever starts anymore. I feel like I got new deep cycles. I don't know. Go to my video that I posted yesterday, and when I flip up the compartment where my deep cycles are, go tell me what brand my deep cycles are. I don't remember. Ooh. Tucker is on one today. So yeah, that's batteries. I mean, like I said, I say like I said about 1,000 times per video. Yeah, I mean, batteries. A battery is definitely not a battery. You can spend so much. I mean, I spent like $250 on my Optima Blue Top. I just wanted to make sure I bought that. I spent that much money on. I went the Blue Top route, the Group 34, because I thought at the time I was going to run LiveScope off of it, and then I ended up going the DeWalt route, the drill battery situation. But I do enjoy having the Optima and spending the extra money on that just for peace of mind. So warranties are a big thing with batteries too. Like the EverStarts from Walmart, it's like a year. I don't know. It's maybe longer than that, but something happens, you just take it in and replace it, $100. Anyway, Brian Wonders said he'll pose with his merch holding up a big buffalo. Perfect. Nice and slimy. Nice, yeah. CA Mag 72 asked if I had fished Kreitzer by Mound City. I have not. I've heard so many things about Kreitzer. I think it's got, I'm not a big fan of gravel roads, and I think that there's gravel going there. That's not the reason why I haven't fished it. Bone Creek is my favorite bass lake in the entire state, and you have to drive down like almost 10 miles of gravel to get there. That sucks, but no, I want to fish Kreitzer sometime. There's smallies in there too. Jared says, what's your favorite body of water to fish? Whichever one is fishing the best. I like to stay close to home, but my favorite body of water to fish outside of Kansas is probably Sturgeon Bay, Lake Michigan. Smallmouth. I love smallmouth. I feel like I'm finally getting caught up. Nope, sure, I'm definitely not getting caught up at all. I just accidentally skipped over. We have more donations coming in. Thank you guys so much for the donations. Everyone's going to be added to the PC Fun Reel giveaway for next month, which is probably our next topic. I've got on one of my other screens here the list of people from the last month's giveaway. There were like 14 that donated. So we're going to do that giveaway, and we're going to do the PC Fun line spooler giveaway. So let me just, before I get back to questions, because the video where I announced the $500 fishing gear giveaway got like 400 or 500 comments. So I spent most of today not only having a really shitty day, but sorting through all those, get them in like a spreadsheet in a list to where I could randomly pick a person for the PC Fun line spooler. So in that video, I said for every 1,000 likes, we get from like 11 to 12 or wherever we were, we hit 12. So we're going to give the line spooler away. Then once we hit 13, I'm going to give a fishing rod away, one of the Todd Huckabee rods, the new Power Crappie rods that we've got. And then after that, when we hit 14, I'll give away a PC Fun reel. And then when we hit 15, I'll give away another rod. Power Crappie sent me a ton of long rods. So I'm going to give away a couple of those, ones that I'm not going to use or need, just to get the word out. So that's why we're trying to keep the momentum going of this channel growing. Try and get to like 15,000 subscribers this year, maybe even 20. That would be neat. Just got to keep putting out good videos. Let's see. Derek McCallum. I don't know if I said thanks, Derek, for the $10. He said he caught a limit of 14-inch crappie on Smithville Lake using Panoptics and jig setups he learned from my videos. That's awesome. A limit of 14-inch crappies on Smithville is probably pretty good. Smithville doesn't have a ton of big fish from what I understand. Thanks for the 20-volt hack. Just installed that setup to power my LiveScope. Anyone have an experience with how long they last on the water? That's, God, Andy Myers asked that. I'm so bummed. Like, there's a lot of people that like suggest what videos they want to see and stuff. But one question that continues to come up that I don't address in videos is how long the batteries last. It's literally on like a sticky note or some bullshit that I have laying on my desk right here. Because little did I know, I have two 6 amp hour knockoff DeWalt batteries and 2 9 amps. They're both 2 different brands. And then I still have some actual DeWalt batteries that my buddy Travis let me borrow like 69 months ago. I still have them. So I can do that video. So off from the knockoff batteries, I get like between 4 or 5 hours with the 6 amp and about 7 or 8 hours with the 9 amp, which for $60 or whatever they are, I think is worth it. So that's the short answer to the long video that I'll post about that. Brent, what's the best time for a wiper trip? Yeah, Brent's got a trip. Brent booked a trip a month or 2 ago. No, it was like December for the Christmas sale. Best time for wipers is March through November. It just depends on if you want to catch Nadine when she's real fat, or if you want to catch Nadine when she's long and lean in the summertime. So that's kind of what you're getting into with the wipers and the time of year and stuff. Andy Myers, $5. Thank you, sir. Andrew Alonzo, $5. Appreciate it. Danny Christensen, thank you so much, homie. Again, Danny Christensen, shout out to him and his son Anthony watching tonight. Danny made these decals. So if you guys want one of these decals at the merch store, we've got these. They're not the exact same ones. They are similar. Danny did these out of the goodness of his own heart to donate to the channel. We're going to keep these on hand for customers this year. Much appreciated. So thanks for the donation. Oh, shit. Skip past everything I was reading. Berto Torres says, have you ever used live minnows for crappie fishing? I do. Like sometimes during when they're spawning, it's fun to do like slip bobbers and stuff. That's about the only time. Is just during the spawn, and very few. Very few. Ryan said, glad you're getting to live your dream of guiding. That's awesome. My question is, what is your favorite fish to guide for? Wipers are always really fun, but God, I just love smallmouth so much. Last year wasn't a really good year for smallmouth like it was in 2019. The lake that I guide for smallmouth in Kansas was super low, and it just didn't fish the same. I think I only guided there like 4 or 5 times last fall. It just wasn't very good. And my home lake that I guided for wipers was good, so I was staying close, obviously, and recommending that people go for wipers because that's the better bite. I'll always be honest and tell you what the best bite is. So, but yeah, it's a toss up between wipers and smallmouth as far as what's my favorite to guide for sure. Rodney Butcher, $20. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. Jabbo says, I don't know why I say his name like that. You didn't say what batteries you have that look like Autocraft. What is Autocraft? I feel like I got those at Advanced Auto Parts, and there was like a sale on them. I don't want to get stuck in the wormhole of Google trying to find what my batteries were, but yeah, they weren't like crazy expensive. Honestly, I swear probably from Advanced Auto Parts or always on. In-depth angling. How do you like Missouri lakes? Which one is your favorite? Top three Missouri lakes are Stockton, Palm Terre, and Mozingo. Top 3, 100%. Love Stockton, love Palm. Mozingo is fun. Mozingo is small. I mean, it's not, you know, like Stockton or Pond, but God, I love Mozingo. Used to fish a lot better. These fish are still there though. Eric Taylor, did you change your PIN on your debit card? It's not working anymore. Yeah, I did. I did. Somebody got a hold of my debit card information. That's what I got to deal with. That's, I guess, what you guys didn't see in that video when I broke up the ice is I had to deal with getting a new debit card that day. That's always fun. Alex says, what do you look for when targeting walleye and wipers on a new body of water? How do you know where to start? It's really tough because those fish are so pelagic and they're just swimming, but you have to go to your map, look for some sort of hump or high spot or road bed, river channel bend. The bait's got to be there. The body of water that I fish in Kansas for them, they're so predictable yet unpredictable. But you know, you're not just going to go out into the main basin of the lake and just start looking around. You know, you're going to look for some sort of structure for those fish to get on, like a high spot. Not all lakes that have wipers also have river channels. So, but yeah, got to use your map. Got to have good electronics with good mapping. Chad says, just wondering, with you being on the water all the time, what do you like to use to clean your boat and remove watermarks and stains? I just like, my ex got me a pressure washer for my birthday last year. So, and it comes with like an attachment for soap or whatever detergent. So I use just dish soap to wash it. But then I use Lucas Oil Slick Mist for like a spray wax. But if my water spots are really bad, which sometimes they can be in the summertime when I run like 2 trips a day and I just don't wipe the boat down, just a 50-50 solution of water and distilled vinegar or white vinegar or whatever. Yeah, distilled vinegar. Like, smells pretty bad, but it's way cheaper than the hot sauce stuff. And if it's real bad, like if I have a scum line or up on the hull, I just use straight up CLR, toilet bowl cleaner, any toilet bowl cleaner. But then after that, then you wash the boat and then you wax it. So. Dude, the donations are coming in way faster than I can get to them. So thank you to everyone who's donating. I'm literally just going slowly but surely through. I just want to get to everyone's questions, but we have giveaways to do. I don't want to lose viewers, especially people who are entered in the giveaways, because I always hate that when I give stuff away and like people don't see that they won and then they just kind of fade off into nowhere land. So. Danny Smith, $5. Thank you, sir. Krista, $2.99. Thank you. Ryan Martin, thank you so much. He said, surprising your dad's video is my all-time favorite video on the channel next to the big wiper video. Can't wait to book a trip someday. Yeah, ever since my dad retired and was part of that video and all these videos, I think he's going to have to they're going to have to move into a house with wider door frames so he can fit his head through it. He likes being on the channel. That was a good video. I'm glad that you liked that, Ryan. This retired gentleman, $10. Thank you, sir. How do you find transitioning crappie to and from spawn? All the crappie on Sam Rayburn seem to be scattered. That's exactly what they do. That's why I pretty much stopped guiding for crappies in March and focus on wipers until the crappie spawn, which I don't even really like fishing for crappie during the spawn that much, but it's good for like little kids or inexperienced people. It's fun to go catch spawning crappies, but the boat traffic's insane. But yeah, just like you said, once they get off structure, like the channel breaks or the brush piles is what I was trying to say. Then they just poof, get out into open water and they're swimming. So from what I understand from the guys that I know that fish for crappie year round, which I just could not see myself doing, you're just looking for bait fish. They'll always be around the shad. Sometimes they'll even be schooled up with wipers and whites too. But yeah, it's tough when they get scattered, man. Not my favorite. I am not a year-round crappie fisherman. I know a lot of people subscribe to this channel for my crappie fishing, and it's going to be pretty few and far between after March. Oh, so many questions. Thank you guys so much for coming to hang out. I never really know with these live videos if we can just sit and be relaxed and, you know, shoot the shit, or if I have to constantly be reading, because there are so many comments. It's a blessing, but damn it, we're losing viewers. We only have 67 now. We've been going for 40 minutes, so we'll go for another 5 minutes, and then we'll do the giveaways, and then we'll talk about a couple more things. But if you guys are popping in here, definitely hit the merchandise store. Yes, while I have the screen up here, I'm just going to pop the merchandise store link into the comments. So if you guys want to grab a t-shirt, long sleeve, hoodie, or a decal, definitely do so. It helps me, it helps the channel keep this thing going. And some of these shirts are pretty cool. It was easy to set this website up. It's not the route that I wanted to go because my buddy here in town locally usually makes all my merch, but dealing with merchandise by yourself is such a pain. So I'm going to do like a limited run with him, but for the most part, everything's just going to go through the Teespring website. So definitely hit the merch store and do that. Fisherman Floyd, you're my jig guy. Just go to Facebook and search. Get Jiggy With It Jigs. Christopher Hess is the dude. I don't want to clog the feed with links and stuff, but there are previous crappie videos with that link too, but find them on Facebook. Oh, Marty Dunn on Gunnersville. Is Gunnersville open? Can you fish Gunnersville? Yeah. Didn't they just have a tournament there? I think they did. What up, Sean? Sean's checking in after a few years and my last day of my old job. Nice, man. Congrats. We got to go back out fishing again. You were like, Sean, you were my second to last guide trip before the lake froze. I had one more that next day and it was super nice. Then I went out in the afternoon, and after that, the weather went to shit, and then I was trout fishing on ice. Good evening, bass fishing any good on Milford? Yep. I never make it out there to fish. I have a customer, a client of mine, who fishes Milford a lot. I'll be going out there to fish with him. But yeah, there's some smallmouth in there, big, largemouth too. Very underrated, big lake too. Love the channel. Are there big crappie in Clinton Lake and Lawrence? Mike Turner says. There are literally 0 fish in Clinton Lake. 0. Fished out. Some fishing guy ruined the lake. Am I right? What's up with the wind wing on that video? Never heard of that. Tom Peterson, that lake is a nuclear power plant lake, so it runs north-south, and it gets really rough when the wind comes up, and people have died there, so there is a 17-mile-an-hour wind restriction on that lake, and that's the way that it's been for a long time. Just kind of the things that we deal with out there, but always worth it. Kind of a crapshoot, but yep, that's just the way that is. So Brian Wonders is ready for giveaways. Everyone's ready for giveaways, I'm sure. We're still like losing people, but hey, if you entered yourself in the giveaway from the $500 fishing giveaway video for the line spooler, or donated last month to the channel for the PC Fun Reel, please stick around because you're going to want to know if you won or not. It's pretty simple. Is live scope as effective with other species other than crappie? Yeah, white bass and wipers for sure. I don't use live scope for like largemouth or smallmouth. Our lakes just don't set up for like a good offshore bite, like where I'm from in Wisconsin, when we do it up in Sturgeon Bay. But yeah, wipers, white bass, some guys use them for walleyes up there. But yeah, it's definitely better, or it's good for other species besides crappies, for sure. Krista says, have you fished since you were little? Did your dad teach you everything you know? Yes, I have been fishing ever since I was small, ever since I was knee-high to a grasshopper. My dad definitely got me going, but now the teacher has become the student, so to speak. Insert winky face. He's probably sitting there laughing with my mom. Hayden says, yep, Clinton Lake is ass. I don't know why that's so funny. That's exactly what I would tell somebody. Clinton Lake is ass. I think I'm going to put that on a t-shirt. Too many glasses of fermented grape juice tonight. That one, that's funny shit. If you could only use one bait for crappie, what would it be? Size and color. Ty says, Ty, you must not be watching my crappie videos. Purple and chartreuse. 2.5 inch chartreuse, purple and chartreuse. Stinger tail or flap tail, either one, whatever they're biting, better that day. Frank's gonna get him a Tucker t-shirt. Good. Tucker doesn't even realize how good he has it. I wish you could see him over there on the couch just being a dickhead. Sleeping, and he's clean because he had a bath today. Oh man, I'm so funny. Yeah. So I'm just kind of flipping back through. Thank you everyone who's donated to the live chat tonight. You guys will be entered for next month's PC Fun Reel giveaway. That's okay. Let's do that right now. So I've already got this. Like I said, I spent so long today doing this, like getting all the comments, everyone's name into this random generator situation, this like Wheel of Fortune type thing. So this first giveaway that we're going to do is for a PC Fun Reel from the donations last month in January. We had 14 people donate. I feel like we're getting close to that or have surpassed that yet tonight. So thank you for that, everybody. So yeah, we're just going to hit it. We're going to do it. 14 people in this giveaway for a PC Fun Reel. So if you guys are watching and you win this, please send me an email or a Facebook message on my business page, Kansas Angling Experience, not my personal page, and let me know that you won. So, and I will personally ship you a PC Fun spinning reel. You guys for that? It's like Wheel of Fortune type thing. Oh yeah, Hugo! I hope you're watching. Hugo is all over my videos all the time, commenting on everything. Hugo, you have just won yourself a PC Fun spinning reel from your donation last month. So thank you so much. You have to, I don't think I've seen Hugo comment tonight. Maybe he's busy. I know I saw him on Jerry's Facebook page, the Swingman Baits page. So I can find him. So congratulations to Hugo for winning a PC Fun spinning reel. That's awesome. Krista says, so are you serious about the lake? So if I came to Kansas to fish, what lake do you recommend? Krista, shoot me like I said, I don't like blowing lakes out on the internet if I don't absolutely have to. Shoot me a message on Kansas Angling Experience Facebook page. And if you guys are on Facebook or Instagram and you don't follow the Instagram page or the Facebook page, please go do that right now. We're not like trying to start some big campaign to get the Facebook page to a certain amount of likes, but yeah, if you guys subscribe to the YouTube channel, then go to the Facebook page and the Instagram page and like both of those. We're up to like almost 5,300 likes on the Facebook page, so let's get to 6. Maybe I'll do another giveaway if we get the Facebook page to 6. Jeremy's Facebook page, Swingman Baits, is about to hit 1,000 lights. 1,000 lights. Trying to talk and type doesn't not work. We have so the Swingman Bait Co. Facebook page is at 991 likes. You guys saw that video before. So we need 8 more likes to get Jeremy's Swing 'em in Bait code to 1,000. And then he's going to give away like $100 worth of bait. So if you guys are watching this video right now and you don't like the Swing 'em in Bait Co. Facebook page, go like it right now. Let's get to 1,000 likes before the end of this live video. That would be neat. Jeremy's probably at home pouring baits right now. Like, God damn it. He's so busy after that video. I am so excited about that. 95 orders so far for February. That shit's wild. What up, Bob? Everyone's so jacked. Bob's hanging out. Dude. Waiting for a shout out, but he's ignoring me. Here's your shout out, Dad. We're here. God, I feel like these comments are coming in late. I hope this isn't lagged or something. Anyway, so we've gotten one of the giveaways out of the way for the night. So the next one is going to be for the PC Fun line spooler. We'll do that one like right before we end. We've been going for 51 minutes. We still have 63 people hanging out. So if you guys are enjoying just hanging out, I'm enjoying hanging out too. Like I said, I'm not doing anything this evening except for I have some rods to get ready for tomorrow, for tomorrow's guide trip and Sunday. It's going to be a long freaking weekend. So yeah, whatever questions, comments, concerns, gripes, obscenities, this is your platform to do so. Yeah, I'm just going to sit here and refresh the Swing 'em in Bait Co. Facebook page just to see if we can get to, oh my God, it went from, we're 2 away now. So you guys must have gone and liked the page. So maybe we should like FaceTime Jeremy while we're on. Should we do that? Should we FaceTime Jeremy on this live video? It'll be like Inception, like live video. $9.99. Only need 1 more. Literally only need 1 more like on his Facebook page. And then he's going to give away $100 worth of crappie baits. Is it about to happen? It's going to happen. We need 1 more like on the Swing 'em in Bait Co. Facebook page. And then we're going to FaceTime Jeremy and tell him that we have succeeded. That was the goal, was to get him to 1,000 likes. He's going to give away a shit ton of baits. Oh, yeah, we did it. You guys are awesome. We did it. So we're going to FaceTime Jeremy right now. Then you guys can tell him how much you guys like the baits. Let's see if he answers. Hey. Hey, guess what?
What?
You're live on the YouTube channel, and
are you live right now?
The Facebook page, the Swing 'em in Facebook page, just hit 1,000 likes on this live video.
Awesome. I haven't even had time to check. That's awesome. Man.
No, it took about 20 seconds. And I said, hey, you dickheads, if you don't follow Jeremy's Facebook page, go do it because he's going to give away $100 worth of baits. And nice. We did it in about 30 seconds. So I even said, I was like, I'm going to FaceTime him and he's going to be dicking around in the shop making orders.
So, but no, that's awesome, man. You know what? I'll get something posted here probably Monday on the giveaway. So we'll get that rolling and get it given away as soon as we can.
Yeah.
I don't know if you want to come over or something and we'll put a video or something together and post it up. So
yeah, we'll probably do a live video or something like that.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I'll talk to you more about it. We'll figure something out.
So, well, say hi to everyone on the live video before you bounce.
Hello, everybody.
Make sure you thank them for their dedication.
Oh, yeah. I posted that post today. I can't thank everybody enough. It's been crazy how busy it's been lately. So trying to get everything knocked out this weekend and get all the back orders filled. And we'll have plenty for the giveaway. So whoever wins will just pick whatever they want.
You got any Tinder dates tonight?
Nope. This is my Tinder date.
Yeah.
Making dates.
Yeah.
So.
All right. Well, I'll let you go. You're at 1,002 likes on the Facebook page. So hell yeah to
Awesome,
everyone
man.
for making it happen.
Cool. Thanks for letting me know. Thanks, everybody.
All right. We'll holler at you soon.
See ya.
All right. Bye. Well, that was a nice little chat with Jeremy. Nobody's out drinking tonight. We're all just sitting around at the house. Maybe I'll put some firewood in the fire after a bit and have a fire. But yeah, hey, thank you guys so much for getting the Swing 'em in Bake Co. page to 1,000 likes. That's freaking awesome. So now the next time we do a live video or something, it's going to be for crappie baits. We're just giving away. We're going to give away all kinds of shit. So definitely please keep the momentum going. That is awesome. Sweet. Anyway, back to you guys. Krista says, do you have all your rods set up the same way? I mean, it just depends. There's layers to that question if I have all my rods set up the same way. Different size reels, different size line, different size baits, different sized rods, different action in the rods. There's a lot to it. There's layers to this. Oh, Tanner Buckman or Buchman. God, I'm so bad with last names. Did you catch those blues on bass baits? Yeah, we caught them on 3.5-inch swim baits. I think I have some. Hold on. Stocked up for this weekend. Very accidental. Tucker thinks this is food. Oh, you want a swim bait? Anyway, yeah, 3.5-inch swim bait on a jig head. That's about the only thing I throw out there. I've got 3 in a row, and the biggest was, I don't know, you saw the pictures, what, 25, 30 pounds? Huge. I had to make sure I doubled back to that question because I am very proud of those big blue cats. Biggest blue cat I've ever had in my boat, and we've caught a lot of them. God, Tucker, shut up. We must all be over 30 sitting at home on a Friday night. Yeah. Nothing new from this camp. You don't have to be over 30 to do that, but yeah, I'll be 34 this year, so getting up there. Krista, can you do a video on the layers to the rods question? Yeah, but I'm not going to do like a fishing rod video until the new Fox River rods, my other rod sponsor, until those come in. Probably it's going to be like a month, probably, but yeah, we're going to do a video on the new Fox River rods. God, they got some freaking sweet ones coming out. They just literally got the final prototypes in yesterday. I saw on Facebook, so we should have them in 30 days or less. New Fox Rivers. Okay, so we've still got like almost 60 people here. We've been doing this like for an hour. We have to get to the PC Fun line spooler giveaway. I really hope the winner is going to be on this because I've been dragging this shit out for a long time. But yeah, still just going through these comments. Sean says, is your plastic guy going to make the toad tamer that Brandon made? No, he's not. But top secret jigs are under the umbrella of 2 guys that I'm not going to work with this year. So if you want toad tamers, they're making them. So you can go find them on the top secret page. They might have the website back up. I don't know. Tucker, get off the couch. Hey. So yeah. Dang, Brett said, I just ordered over $100 worth of plastics from Swing 'em in this week. Nice. The girls at work laughed at me. I was so excited to sit home and watch you on YouTube. I think I'm the only fisherwoman on here. Krista wants the girls to stand up if they're chicks watching on the live video. Sean Walsh, you can stand up. Girly boy. Just kidding, Sean. Sean's drinking White Claws at 7:30 in the morning on guide trips. I see you, Sean. I drink them too. Krista, don't be sorry about asking fishing questions. That's what these live videos are for. There's 58 people on here just listening to me talk. So if people have questions, then ask away. Warrior Max 2013. Hey, your opinion on UV soft plastics? I really used them. Ben Milliken and I, when I worked for him, did a video with Do It Molds 2 years ago, and we poured some UV baits. They seemed that day to outperform, but the fish were pretty dumb that day. We were catching them on everything, but the actual like UV, like Tight Lines UV or whatever, I think I have like a pack of brush hogs by them, like big ones that I just haven't used, but I don't really have an opinion on them. They look cool though. Call me Camo. Wish Fox River had a decent website. Dude, so here's what happened with Fox River. So this is a good talking point that a lot of people might want to know, because all this stuff happened in December, from July through December. So Chuck DeVito, that owned Fox River Rods, who I've been with forever, Chuck sold Fox River Rods to two guys that he knew in Wisconsin, and Chuck started his own company called Freedom Rods. And the time came for me to kind of shit or get off the pot and say, I'm going to stay with Fox River and go with the two new owners, or I'm going to stay with Chuck and follow him to Freedom Rods. So I pretty much said, I mean, that's a tough call, but like Chuck's always taken really good care of me. So I followed Chuck to Freedom Rods. We got like one or two prototypes, but it was going to be forever that we could get the rods. Even with them being made in the USA, some components come from overseas. So I placed a giant order for all these new rods, and some things conspired right around election time that with Freedom Rods that I didn't really agree with. That's a whole nother conversation. But anyway, long story short, I ended up going back to Fox River Rods. So the point of this whole conversation is that Fox River does not have a website up and running currently because they have no inventory. It would be literally pointless for them to pay for a website to have the rods listed that just say like, available, I have no idea when. So that is what's going on with Fox River. But go find Fox River on Facebook. Keep up to date. I got the pictures sent to me last night of the prototype, the final prototypes that came in, and they are freaking sweet. I don't know if he's going to make them public because he doesn't want to have to field a ton of questions about when they're going to be available for the public, but it's probably going to be at least 30 days. So anyway, that's the story about that. Kelly O'Neill is here. What's up? Claws are life, homie. Do you prefer to vertical jig or retrieve? I prefer whichever way the fish prefer it. I guess, I don't know is that a crappie specific question, or is that just fish in general? Sometimes the crappie like it vertical, and sometimes they're finicky and they want it pitched out to them. I have a couple videos on the channel where, it was like I'd get the fish in front of them, they wouldn't do it, and then I'd back away, pitch it out to them, and just let it fall back, and they just like, it's game over every time. That's pretty fun. Josh Charles says, when does the wiper bite usually get going? Hopefully as soon as the lake thaws. So it's usually right around March. I think it was like mid-March last year was my first wiper video, first live scope wiper video too. It was like right around mid-March. So, but all the lakes are still a lot of ice right now. I think about wind out for the night. Ryan says, do you turkey hunt? Nope, I do not. I'm not a big hunter. Jamie Cherry said, hey, Brian, took your advice and purchased live scope. Also used the KAE discount and purchased the stowaway mount. Awesome, thanks. Nice. Yeah, if you guys like the mount that I use for my graph in the front of the boat, stowawaymounts.com, KAE 10 will get you 10% off your mount. Good quality American-made stuff. Everybody likes the American-made stuff. Jared has to go put the kids down. Go enjoy that. Thanks for tuning in, homie. Kansas Youth Bass, Travis, what's up? Thank you so much for that donation, buddy. Really appreciate that. Travis was probably pouring baits as well. Temptation Tackle, guys, go find Temptation Tackle on Facebook. And like his page too. Travis is an amazing dude. Does a lot of good things for the fishing industry locally here, especially with the Kansas Bass Nation Youth Division. Wouldn't it be funny if I got the name of his bait company wrong? Nope, it's definitely Temptation Tackle. So I'm going to link Travis's bait company in the comments. Go like Travis's Facebook page too. That was the one big thing with, well, I shouldn't say that was. That is the big thing that I consistently try and do, is always work with not only local dudes, but local dudes who I'm friends with. Like, I want to promote my friends, like Jeremy with Swingman Baits, Dalton with Pro Tough Baits. They're both going to support Kansas Angling Experience this year for crappie baits. Jeremy's going to pour all my swim baits because I'm so freaking tired of buying these stupid things. I'm sure Travis is going to pour some swim baits up and stuff too. Travis pours crappie baits, bass baits, rage bugs, beavers, brush hogs, everything. So I always want to, if given the opportunity, to work with local dudes, but also guys that are my friends. It's like weird, like the guys that now have top secret jigs, I don't really get along with those guys. So it'd be weird for me to just like, the only time I ever talk to somebody is like, hey, I need some baits. You know, it's like, we're just out shooting the shit like, hey, I need some baits. I need some baits. Cool. So anyway, that's that. I dropped Travis's Temptation Tackle link in the comments here. So go like his Facebook page. He needs to get to 1,000 likes also. He's at like 650 or something like that. 646. So go do that. Go like Travis's Temptation Tackle page, because his baits look good. They look good. I want live scope, but have always been successful without it, Charles says. I was too. I caught sometimes, I'm not going to lie, sometimes I feel like I caught more fish without live scope, but live scope teaches you so much about the fish and how the fish act and how they react to a bait. It's like crappies, wipers. It's so cool to see what they do, and it takes a lot of the guesswork out, finding fish, but in the end you still have to make them bite. So there are certain times where I would not have successful days catching big crappies or tons of big crappies without live scope, because sometimes you really have to work on them. And sometimes even on traditional sonar, on 2D sonar, they'll come straight up to your bait. It looks like they have it. You don't feel anything and you set the hook. Same with live scope, but with the no latency, that always helps. But yeah, it's just an educational tool, just another tool. Everyone can be successful without it. Just pulling on my little thingy here. Kale, can't wait to go fishing, finally book a trip. Yeah, so if anyone is here watching that is curious about the guide season so far this year. So I am booked solid through March. I think I have like 2 weekdays, 2 random, like a Tuesday and a Thursday available in March. Otherwise, totally booked. I am unavailable the entire last week of March because I would really like to go to Green Bay and catch a 30-inch walleye before they spawn. Make the run up to Green Bay. That'll be a fun video series. So let me know if you guys would like to see me catching 25 to 32-inch walleyes. But yeah, so I'm off the whole last week of March, and then April we've got plenty of openings, but yeah, March is pretty much toast. Walleyes, wipers, May, June, July, get at me. So get those in sooner than later because, yeah, we booked the last weekend date for March yesterday or the day before. So we be full. Krista, just keep fishing and you will gain more knowledge. I feel like I know a lot of things, but I learn something new every day. That's the beauty of fishing and anything niche like this is you never stop learning. And if you feel like you know it all, then just quit. Find something else to do, but I promise you'll never know it all. Just keep doing it for the love. Redbeard wants to see that walleye trip. I want to see it too. Unfortunately, you know, I did not guide for 20 days, almost 20 days or something like that, because the weather was so bad, so cold. I mean, record-setting cold. All the lakes froze. There was no way I would even consider trying to take customers out when it's negative 10 degrees. So when a full-time fishing guide isn't on the water, he's also not making money. So that's why I always appreciate these donations to support the channel or buy a t-shirt or a hoodie or whatever from the merch store. So hopefully March, you know, I can kind of just regain what I lost from those 20 days and see if hopefully I can take that Monday through Friday off at the end of March to get up to Green Bay to catch my personal best walleye, because that's my goal this year. And then I'm going to go back up there in May. And if my dad's still watching, I know he's going to be the first one to say that I'm not going back up to Sturgeon Bay to catch smallmouth without him. So, yeah, we got trips planned this year. I don't really have anything planned per se for my Green Bay trip to catch big walleyes, but all I know is that I took that week off on my schedule so I didn't accidentally book myself, because it would have booked up 100%. All that information is readily available to you on the KansasAnglingExperience.com website. So yeah, it's going to be fun. One Last Cast asks if I ever spent any time on El Dorado. Never even been on the lake. I've been out there several times, never been on the lake. I know a lot of guys that do fish it. Might try and make a fun fishing trip on one of my days off. Mondays or Fridays, maybe this spring, to live scope a 3-pound El Dorado crappie. I know that they live there. Travis, yes, the DeWalt battery setup is still working. It's so funny that you're here because I did mention you earlier in the video when somebody asked about how the knockoff batteries are working. And I'm like, well, I've got 2 different brands of knockoffs, and I also still have fucking Travis's DeWalts from 69 years ago. So I promise I'll do that video, and then we can meet up and you can get them back. Frank says, what's the limit on walleye in Wisconsin? I have no idea, to be honest. I'm not going up there to catch walleye. I'm going up there hog hunting. I'm going to go up there to catch a 30-incher and then have a replica made of it and let it go hard. I'm just going to let it go. Sorry, that's some wine on the lip there or something. Anyway, Trevor says, have you ever ventured to Wilson? Yeah, I was there. God, I wish I would have filmed that weekend, but I didn't. 2019, September 2019, for a tournament. Caught like a 4.5-pound smallmouth. We had a pretty decent showing. My first time ever on the lake. God, I wish that place was closer. Such a cool place. So far, 4 hours from where I'm at, so I don't get out there often. Greg says, how do you know Shane from El Dorado? I've known Shane for quite a long time, kind of, sort of. He's like one of the only other Kansas guides that I actually respect. I don't make a lot of friends in the guiding industry, but Shane's always had my back, and he's been around for a long time. He's the man. We've gotten drinks together. He was in town one time for a funeral, I think, and him and my buddy Joe went and got drinks together. Good dude, knows his stuff. Now he's buying speedboats. I think last time I saw something, he had a speedboat. And I mean like Lake of the Ozarks speedboat. Mr. Riley, Tucker obviously didn't like the bath. No, he was pissed. He does not like baths, but man, he needed it. I think it would be awesome to hire you to fish Wilson. Dude, if that would be an expensive guide trip. Seeing that lake is 4 hours for me and I would have to be there for a couple days. I think that you could hire somebody else out there for way cheaper than what I would charge to drive all the way out there for 2 days to fish it. So yeah, I wish that I lived closer, but yeah. Jared, welcome back. No, you did not miss the giveaway. Just like every other live video that I do, we go through so many questions that some of the important stuff kind of falls by the wayside, like giving away the stupid line spooler. So we will get to that. But yep. I've seen a huge drop in fish size since LiveScope came out. Everyone keeping the big girls. I have a rule 10 to 13 on heaters. Well, thankfully, I have not seen a drop in fish size or numbers since LiveScope came out on my lake. I mean, there's so many guys that spend 9 or 10 grand on electronics and still suck at fishing. They still don't know what they're looking at. So, but yeah, no, I mean, stuff like that all falls on the anglers. It's not like, you can't blame that on the technology. You blame that on the shitty people that go out every day to catch a limit of big fish for no reason, just to have 150 fish in the freezer. So that's my 2 cents on it. I don't make a lot of friends in the Garmin Facebook groups because guys are pissing and moaning about LiveScope's ruining this and LiveScope's ruining that. Like, no. The anglers are ruining that. It's not the technology. It's the angler education. Whatever. Blah, blah, blah. Everyone's talking to Krista. Why does everyone have to talk to Krista? She's like the one chick in this whole thing, and everyone sees like a pretty decent looking female in the chat, and everyone's like, I just think it's funny. I knew that was going to happen. Be fortunate you're not from Western Kansas. I drive to Wilson all the time. Yeah, I mean, I consider myself fortunate to not be from Western Kansas, but I would like to. I wish it was closer, but that place is so cool. Everyone should experience it. Christ. Warrior, give us a look at the dog. All right. So we're going to bring Tucker over here because he's a dickhead. And then we're going to do the line spooler giveaway. I don't know. Dad, do you think you're going to win the line spooler? Even if you did win the line spooler, I wouldn't even give it to you. Folded up like a pretzel. Still kind of smells like a wet dog. So if you guys like to support the channel, please, dude, Tucker is not really feeling that. Tucker has a t-shirt with his face on it. So go support the channel. Tucker and his face. Look at his little face. He was like, dude, I was just laying over there minding my own business. And he knows when he's on camera. Like, he literally knows when he's being filmed. He's just not really filmed. He thinks these are treats. You want a treat? He doesn't like wine either. Look, he's a square. He doesn't like it. All right, bye. Thanks for coming to say hi. Okay. Thanks for saying I'm decent looking. You can only get away with so much verbiage anymore. All right, so we're gonna do the line spooler giveaway. So like I said before, this video got like close to 500 comments, which was the goal. So once we hit, this video is for 12,000. Once we hit 13, I'll give away like a reel. And then once we hit 14,000, then I'll give away a rod. Once we hit 15, I'll probably give away another rod. We have all this stuff to give away, but I mean, you have to go like the videos, comment on the videos, share the videos. That's the whole idea behind growing the channel. So part of it's on me, the other part's on you guys. So anyway, yep. So this giveaway right here, we're gonna do the same random name picker situation. Again, I really hope this dude is here. This took me a really long time. Oh, it's going. Okay, so Gregory Nelson. His comment 2 weeks ago on the live video, or on the $500 gear giveaway video, said, would like to have the spooler, sharing this fine weather with you. 15 degrees in southern Kansas, wouldn't mind a long ride either. Mighty fine. So Gregory Nelson, I hope that you are watching, because you are the winner of the PC Fun line spooler, which is in my garage. I don't have it on me right now. So Gregory Nelson, I will reply to you right now and let you know that you have won. So I will let you know to shoot me an email with your mailing address, and I will send that over to you. So the giveaways are finally done. So we'll hang around here. We've been doing this for like an hour and 20 minutes. I don't know what the rules on live videos are or how long they have to go, but if you guys want to bounce, feel free. I'll just kind of hang out. I am literally not doing anything better. I have 4 rods to rig up for tomorrow for my guide trip, but otherwise we're just hanging out. So if you guys have more questions or want to BS with me on your Friday night, then feel free. We're out here doing it. In the meantime, let me just reply to Greg's comment on the video. You guys just keep doing your thing on the chat. So hold on just one sec here. Okay. Cheers. Full moon this weekend. Good luck, y'all. Yeah. Is Mercury out of retrograde yet? I'm about tired of this. Shit. Brutal. Brutal last week. Or Weaver. Hey, Krista, you've got another girl in the chat. Sean Walsh, message retracted. What did you say, Sean? What did you say? Krista, no, I gave away the line spooler this time. That's why I said nobody listens when I talk on videos or live videos. No, this giveaway was for a line spooler. When we hit 13,000 subscribers, we will do a fishing rod. Maybe I said reel. Maybe we'll give away both. I don't know. Anyway. So no, this time was for the line spooler. But Krista, keep doing your thing. was listening. I was listening. Is the hard water gone? Back to the crappies? Nope. Going to be at least 2 weeks before all the ice is completely gone. 10 to 14 days is what I'm guessing. We still got 54 people here. I think I have to refill my drink. You know what I mean? Katrina, thanks for tuning in. Krista, you are not the only female in the chat anymore. Laura, yes, I did already announce the winner. You said boat at 14K? Yeah. Do you ever post videos with your clients? I see some pics on Facebook, but not videos, just curious. No. Like, as far as videos that are on my YouTube channel, okay, so that's a great question, and this is a whole nother topic that I would love to talk about. So I'm gonna refill this drink real quick, and then we're gonna address why I don't film with customers and filming in general. So please hold. And we're back. Welcome. Okay, so the question that was posed before is if I post videos with customers. So filming YouTube videos is a lot of work. Just like, I'm trying to figure out the best ways to say this. So like in that Illumicraft video, at the beginning of the video, I posted like a 1-minute clip of like me catching a bunch of white bass, a bunch of drum, 1 channel cat. I caught like 4 or 5 largemouth off camera, but I hardly talked. I wasn't in a good mood. It was early, but I was running late. I knew the fishing was going to be shit because of the weather. It was so nice. I mean, dead flat calm and stuff. So I knew the fishing was going to suck, and it did. But I caught a bunch of fish, but that's just like getting in the mindset to film, putting context to the story, because that's the one thing about YouTube videos, like videos that used to be popular, like fish porn is kind of how I would describe it, like just going out, making casts, catching fish, showing the camera, throwing it back, not talking about anything, not providing any context from the beginning of the day to the end of the day, what happened. You know, it's like considered like vlogging. I just think that's a dumb word for it, but you guys just don't want to watch a video of me like going out and railing on fish and not talking about what I'm doing. So anyway, when it comes to guiding, 100% of my focus has to be on customers. I've tried, I have like 1 video with one of my regulars, Randy, where it was just him and I. The fishing was amazing. I filmed. I didn't talk to the camera at all. It was literally just a video of me and Randy like hammering fish all day. But that was before I got serious with YouTube. But no, I mean, filming in and of itself, I was talking to Clayton Chick Outdoors about this last night or the night before on another buddy's live video. Guiding is way easier than making videos or filming videos. I love editing and stuff, but guiding is 100% so much easier than filming videos. So when I'm guiding, there's no way I'm going to try and focus on, oh, I have to talk to the camera and keep these customers dialed in. Like, the customers are on the boat. They're the ones making me money. So why would I put more effort into the GoPro at that point? So anyway, that's the long answer to that one. Oh, they're still coming in. We still got 43 people here hanging out. That's pretty neat. Boy, that sure is neat. Wow. 3G Outdoor Adventures. If you bought another live setup, would you go with a bigger screen size than 93? Probably not, honestly. I mean, like the 106s are nice, but like my eyesight's still pretty good. And with the stowaway mount, you know, I can get it way up close or closer to the field of view. I never have issues with customers, even older guys with, you know, poor eyesight, to be able to see. Maybe my dad, I don't think he's here anymore. I think they left to watch American Idol. That's the best thing that my parents could have said, is that they're leaving the live chat to watch American Idol. It's pretty funny. Anyway, I already forgot what I was talking about. I'm a bottle in of Purple Cow. Feeling good. What is Purple Cow? I thought you were like about to say something about this purple stuff. Krista says, I'm hitting the bathroom. Girls don't poop. Girls don't poop. That's gross. Krista says, do you do all your own editing in your videos? Absolutely. I would never pay somebody to edit my videos. I love editing. Any day that I'm sitting around, just milling around, dicking around, like not doing anything, like on my days off or paying bills or laundry or shit, I think about the next video that I can make and like figure out in my head how I'm going to edit it. If you guys go all the way back on my YouTube channel, you'll see that this YouTube channel started from back when I was heavily into skateboarding. And that transitioned into filming and editing. So I love editing, because if somebody else edited my videos, I'd be like, I don't like that. I just feel bad. So yeah. Sean says, do you have someone who custom paints your cranks, and can you share? I know a couple of kids you have shown them. I don't really have anybody that does. Like my buddy Drew buzzes baits on Facebook. He's painted baits for a long time, but like my buddy Tanner, who lives down the street, he paints baits, but just for fun. Like he's giving me baits. I caught my big largemouth February last year on a bait that he painted for me. But so many dudes custom paint baits anymore. It's like, you know, pick one. Sorry, I'm going through the comments right now. This is great. Should we just run this for 2 hours? We're like an hour and a half in. My face is getting super flush now from this stuff. We might as well just talk till 9. Just talk till 9. That's a good time. Because like I said, I got rods and shit to rig. So probably do that and then get to bed early because I have to be up at the ass crack. Krista says, I didn't mean poop. Yeah, that's what they all say. Oh, Travis is drinking red wine too. It makes me feel less bad. I love wine when it's cold outside. I don't drink it in the summer. Yeah, David, the 1022, that's a good screen. I think the 1022 is the one that has the knob, the dial on it. And I've worked with customers on their boats that have had 1022s, and I thought I would like it a lot more. I'm just so used to the touch screen and being able to like pinch to zoom on the screen, but the 1022s are sweet. That's a much wider screen too. Like the 106 is more of kind of like a 4:3 aspect ratio, where I feel like the 22 is more long, if that makes sense. But yeah, it's a good one. It's a good one. Warrior Max, my PB bass is like 6 pounds, 12 ounces from Lake of the Ozarks. Long time ago, 5 years ago, 6 years ago, 7 years ago, shit. I swear it's like from 2015, 2014, the day before the big bass bash at Lake of the Ozarks. That fish would have won me like 30 or 40 grand if I'd caught that fish 24 hours after. Pretty wild. Do you have anybody for rod repairs? I don't really do rod repairs. I'll replace a tip if I have to, like a tip top or a guide or whatever, but I don't have anybody for rod repairs. Livingston lures, those electric lures, your thoughts? I have no thoughts. I haven't heard anything about them. I don't really read that much about stuff like gimmicky kind of stuff like that. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Laura has to go. Peace. Thank you so much for tuning in. Enjoy your weekend. Krista, yes, I am talking about a live scope screen. What's your go-to bait for smallmouth in Sturgeon Bay in late May to mid-June? Man, I hate to say it, a Ned rig or a tube. Ned rig, tube, swim bait. So swim bait, meaning, you know, something like that, like a small 2.5 to 3.5 inch swim bait. Because May, June, like May, mid to end of May, a lot of those fish are going to be on beds. So you can just go there and just pitch a Ned rig to any bed and catch 100 fish. And then like post spawn, something moving probably. I haven't fished the post spawn, but yeah, Ned rig for sure, tube, swim bait. Guys are going to catch them on A rigs and jerk baits, more pre-spawn, which is kind of when I was wanting to try and go there. Would be like beginning of May instead of end of May. But yeah, can't go wrong with those. See, these are the comments that I love and I wish Garmin could see. Keith Manis says, after watching your videos, I outfitted my entire boat with Garmin electronics minus the Minn Kota trolling motor. Like, I never reach out to companies for sponsorships. Like, I try and let that stuff happen pretty organically. But man, I've been using Garmin stuff and making so many videos. I'm like, God, just throw me a bone, Garmin. Something. And local. Anyway. Blah, blah, freaking blah. Travis, thanks for the donation, homie. Have a good evening, porn baits. Krista says, when do walleye spawn? Well, the walleyes spawn when they spawn. That's my answer. Greg said, when they find their one true love. Yes, walleye remain celibate until they find the right one. Jerry from Iowa, thanks for sticking around for so long, man. I appreciate it. Keith Manis says, you said my last name right. Well, the guy that used to pour my baits before I started working with Swing 'em in Bait Co., his last name was Manis also, except it was Manis, Brandon Manis. Manis. I like saying Manus more because it sounds like anus, like Manus, Mannus. Just kidding, Keith. Anyway. Baker Vinci is at a loud bar eating a late dinner after a long day of crappie fishing. That sounds fun. I'm at a bar too. Right here. Hey, Greg Nelson emailed me the winner of Line Spooler. That's good. He lives in Winfield. That's cool. Super Jack. Later, Frank. Bring some White Claw. No. Shit's gross. So yeah, I don't know. Starting to lose momentum. So if you guys have questions or comments, please feel free to, the wine's catching up now big time. Please feel free to drop them down below. If I don't get them tonight, then I will get them afterwards. Jerry says, how often do you live chat? I try and do it once a month. I have to do it once a month because we do a giveaway once a month. So I try and do them once a month, but sometimes I do them on the Facebook page too, the Kansas Angling Experience Facebook page. So if you don't already follow the Kansas Angling Experience Facebook page, please go do that. Greg, peace, buddy. Thanks for sticking around. Peter says, what types of jigs would you recommend for crappie? So Peter, when you say jigs, do you mean jigs like hooks or do you mean plastics? Some people refer to jigs as plastics. David, yeah, I saw your email come through just now with Greg's too. We'll get back to that. Kansas crappie limit. Texas is 25 in debate, starting to lower to 15 or 20. I mean, the statewide limit in Kansas is 50, from a possession limit standpoint, but every lake is different. So like my lake that I fish all the time is 20. Some lakes out west 4 hours from here are 50. So it really just depends on the lake. Some of the smaller state fishing lakes have a limit of 50 with no size limit because they're trying to get the small fish out. But I think that it should be lowered for sure. 20 is a lot of fish. 50, dude, fuck that. No way. If I had 3 people in the boat and they were like, I want to keep a 3-man limit, and the limit was 50, I'd be like, oh, sorry. That's not a thing. That's just pillage and slaughter at that point. It's a harvest. It's not keeping a limit. Nope. Thanks for all the tips. And I was just thinking you should do this every Friday night till May. Well, hopefully at some point, maybe, well, especially in the summer, like Mondays and Fridays are my days off from guiding. And I still had a freaking girlfriend. Friday nights like were our night at the lake. So this summer is probably gonna be the same thing with like trying to be out on the water on a Friday night. So I don't know if I can do it every Friday night, but I'll certainly try. Lost you guys. So yeah, live videos happen a lot more in the wintertime when I'm not outside all the time from like 6 a.m. until 10 p.m. Ronnie says, what made you decide to move to Kansas? I did not decide to move to Kansas. We moved here when I was 12 because my dad got a new job way back when in the year 2000. So yeah, I did not pick to live here. Absolutely not. Do you hate when people, Kale says, do you hate when people bring their own gear on a guided trip? Low key, I kind of do. Like I have all of the gear dialed in for our situation, everything that you need to be successful. But like, if you show up with 2 rods that have like 12-pound monofilament on them and a couple random crappie jigs, you're probably not going to catch as many fish as if you were using my gear and we keep enough stuff on the boat. So like the only time, like if somebody has to bring a rod, I'll allow them to bring like 1 rod. But other than that, that's what you're paying for. You're paying me to have the boat ready, filled with gas, clean, filled with gear, rods ready to go, the electronics, that's the experience that you're paying for. So you're kind of doing yourself almost a little bit of a disservice by bringing fishing gear on the boat. You know, when I'm kind of giving that to you on a silver platter to begin with. So do you have Katie Zurcher? What's up, Katie? Do you have a minimum age limit on your guides? No, I don't. I feel like the youngest that I've had on a trip would be like 4 or 5, maybe. I don't think I've had younger than that, but nope, no age limit. There's not an age limit, but you know, like your 4-hour half-day trip may turn into 2.5 or 3, depending on if the kids are over it, which happens a lot. Like it's totally normal. It's fine. But nope, no minimum age limit. We still have 32. People are starting to drop, and I can't blame you. But we are going to run this until 9 o'clock Central Standard Time, so another 15 minutes. So if you guys have questions, concerns, or if you just want to talk, then now's the time to do it. Katie says you should put that on your website. If a lot of people show up with their own fishing gear, newbies probably don't know what to expect. All the information is on the website. People know that going into it, but they will reach out and ask if it's okay if they bring their own gear. But yeah, it's everything on KansasAnglingExperience.com is laid out pretty black and white as far as what to expect on your trip and what's included. So, yep. That's that. Oh, Tucker's upset. Is Santa Claus here? Hopefully. Anyway. blah, blah, blah. Sorry, I had to tend to something. Katie, yeah, book your trip for sure. Have you ever taken out fly fishermen? Yes, I have. Fly fishermen at first. So I feel like the first fly fishing trip that I had customers on was like 3 years ago. I always tell, like at first I was like, I don't know, like I don't think it's gonna work. And there's like, I think at the time I had one of my old boats, like a smaller boat, and I was like, it's just like I'm not a fly fisherman. I don't know if it's gonna work. But then I started taking fly fishermen out and just letting them know, like, hey, I will put you exactly where the fish are and tell you how they like a bait presented. And then like Kevin Symes, for example, a guy that lives here in Kansas, big follower of the page. He came out with his son, I think, like a year or two ago. And he said the same thing. He's like, whatever, yeah, put me where the fish are. I can handle it from there. And so I watch him and he shows up. He's got like 2 or 3 different rods, different lengths, different actions, different weights of the lines, like sinking line and stuff. And just like he's got these, streamers tied up or like poppers for top water. And it was just like, this was pre-live scope too. But he was like the first one that I remember where I was like, this dude is so fucking dialed. Like, so dialed. Gave me a lot more respect for fly fishermen too, because some of them can kind of be hoity-toity about stuff. But yeah, it was just like in 15 to 20 foot of water with sinking line and streamers, or God, there's a fly bait. It starts with a C, I think. I have one in the garage that my buddy Ryan, my client Ryan, gave me. Clouser. But just like getting it out there, gauging where the fish are at, letting it sink, and then like stripping it. He's got a little side thing for fucking whatever. I don't even know. And then he was catching wipers, like watching him set the hook with wipers is always freaking wild. And then we've literally fly fished for crappie twice in 2 months, or yeah, like a month or two this year with live scope over brush piles. So cool. It's really fun. So Fishing Fool 2017, I hope that answers your question. I always geek out over stuff like that now. It's fun. Katie, peace out. Thanks for tuning in. Much appreciated. Keith says, do you ever use blade baits for walleye? Not really. I know they're really popular, but I like jig wraps, ripping wraps, blade baits. I feel like if I could get on open water right now, I'd probably use blade baits. It's a good cold water technique. But boy, howdy, I know they work. So yeah. But yeah, the fly fishing question was a good question. That's always fun. I noticed you have your live scope pole. Have you ever tried putting it on trolling motor? No. It's like, I would never even consider putting it on my trolling motor, especially a Tarova. I have so much more control with the separate pole, and I fish and need live scope on days where the wind is really blowing. So if I'm on spot lock ever and that trolling motor is going back and forth and I can't keep an eye on fish, no. Especially guiding, I would never consider putting it on my trolling motor. That's why I'll never have a Garmin Force. I just don't want it integrated. So hope that answers that. Yeah, Keith, hey, if you want to send me some blade baits, feel free, shoot me an email or send me a message on the Facebook page. How much time we got? 9 minutes. I'm on here for 9 more minutes, guys. So we've got our giveaway out of the way. Everyone who is won has been notified. So now at this point, I'm just kind of buzzed and hanging out. Oh yeah, one more thing. For these 34 people that are still here, I was looking at the videos the other day, and I always have like 2 dickheads that thumbs down the videos. Like, there are literally people that subscribe to my YouTube channel just to thumbs down the video. We went 4 videos with no thumbs down, and then 2 dickheads thumbs down the video, the last 2 videos, I think. So we had a nice little streak there without people just thumbs downing the video. Not like I care. I think it's funny. I mean, there are literally people that just subscribe to the channel to thumbs down it. But thankfully for them, all that means to me is that I'm still getting the view and I still make money on it. So keep creeping. Thank you for doing that. How long did it take you to get good with LiveScope? Like 6 months. I mean, it's like I get better and better every day that I use it. So it's always a learning experience. I feel like I'm pretty dialed with my system. So, but yeah, I don't know, 4 to 6 months. Definitely took me, especially with customers on the boat. You know, it's one thing when you're doing stuff by yourself, but it's another when you're coaching somebody else through it, while also controlling the LiveScope and the trolling motor and stuff at the same time. So, Krista, why do people do that? I noticed that. I don't know. It happens all the time. Like, go to all the other big YouTubers and stuff that people don't like, or, you know, there's always going to be haters. It's fine. I just thought that was funny. I was like, wow, 4 videos in a row with no thumbs down. We're on like some sort of program. And then these dickheads come out of the woodwork, and it's fine. It makes me laugh because they're making a choice to like click on my video and watch it. So I still profit from that. So do what you do. It's cool. House. 3G outdoor, drink up your glasses, dude. It's freaking red wine. You just can't chug that. David, pre-LiveScope, did you fish wiper vertical presentations for the most part? It was like 50-50. It's just depends on the time of year, depends on what the fish want, how they want it. Like, I could get over fish with traditional sonar and still catch them vertically just fine. But some days they may not want a vertical, and then you have to get away from them, cast to them. But no, like, that's the one thing about wipers in particular with LiveScope. I did not catch more wipers after I got LiveScope versus before. We catch the same amount. The cool, like with wipers, the only thing that I really care about with LiveScope is how like just unreal those fish are. Seeing how they act on LiveScope, they're just out of their freaking minds. So, nope, not particularly preferring vertical presentations, but just however they want it. Thanks, David. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for everything. David, I will talk to you and see you soon. Miguel says, LiveScope or anchor point trolling motor first? That's a good question. That is our, hold on. That is a super good question, because normally, Dodge Ram Wax, what's up, bud? Haven't seen that name in a while. LiveScope or a spot lock trolling motor, like normally the question is always like spot lock trolling motor or electronics, like a graph, but it just depends on the type of fishing that you do. Like, you set up over fish and feel like you would use spot lock a lot, or do you feel like you're more in control without spot lock? I know LiveScope is an investment, and the trolling motors are too, but I would say start with the trolling motor. No, fuck. I would start with LiveScope. and then figure out what you prefer from there, and then think about upgrading. But yeah, it's hard for me to like want to keep promoting LiveScope with no love or support locally in Olathe from Garmin. But that's a really good question though, Miguel. So appreciate you reaching out for that, because that is a good question. Do you put out any of your own brush piles or structure? Nope. I just go find everyone else with side scan and LiveScope and fishing. Anchor trolling motor was a big upgrade to hold on brush piles for sure. Sean, thanks for sticking around, homie. Appreciate it. I don't know out of how many of you 37 that are watching, or 36 right now, if you missed this before, if one of you guys did not hear this before, if you donate to the live chat, it's going to enter you for next month's giveaway for a PC Fun reel. So it doesn't matter if it's $1 or $5, $50, $20, whatever, that will enter you into the giveaway for next month for a free fishing reel. So tonight we've already given away we do the line spooler, PC Fun Live line spooler, and also the fishing reel from last month's giveaway. So if any of you 36 are in here that did not hear that before, please donate to the channel. It helps me help you put out more content. So just had to put that out there. What's your favorite sonar brand? Raymarine or Simrad? No, it's Garmin, I guess. It is Garmin. Krista, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for your donation too. Kale Castanet, favorite jerkbait, Megabass 110 and 110 plus 1. Redbeard, thank you so much. 8:58, 2 minutes and then we're gone. Thank you so much to everyone that has tuned in for tonight's live video. This one dragged on forever. I have never done it. I cannot believe that I've been talking for 2 hours. That's insane. 2 hours and 2 glasses of wine. Shit's wild. But thank you guys so much for the engagement. Thank you guys so much for all the awesome questions. Thank you for listening to my rambling on. One last final thought. Please do not call me. Please do not email me, or I'm sorry, please do not call me. Please do not text me or message my Facebook page about questions relating to Garmin. Please, please. That's a business portion of it. Like, I'm trying to book guide trips on my cell phone and on my business page on Facebook. So if you have a question about Garmin stuff, send me an email and I will do my absolute best to respond to it. But I don't work with Garmin. I have no affiliation, no sponsorship, no kickbacks. I have jack shit from Garmin, to be honest. Literally nothing. No bonuses, no benefits, or anything. So for me to be taking time out of my day to respond to your phone call, which I'm assuming is going to be about a guide trip, but you actually just have questions about how to rig your LiveScope, please just send me an email. Do not call me. If you want to call me or send me a message on the Facebook page, then you're booking a guide trip. So I try to be as like delicate with that as possible, but over the last like 3 weeks, it's kind of getting out of hand. So if I'm not responding to you, to your Garmin question, it's not because I hate you. I appreciate you, but I just cannot continue to take time out of my day on a phone call or a Facebook message as it pertains to your Garmin setup. That's why Garmin has tech support people that they actually pay to do stuff like that. So that's my 2 cents on that. And if that prevents me from some sort of Garmin sponsorship, that is totally fine. I do everything I possibly can to help you guys for sure, but I can't take time out of my day to do it. Christ. Anyway, that is my rant. You are going to hear that in my videos also for a while until it stops because it's starting to get ridiculous. I appreciate that you put your faith in me to answer those questions, but there are professionals at Garmin that are paid to do that. So, El Moana Fish, dude, you are 2 hours late to the party because this shit is about to end. Hayden Watson, thanks for $5, dude. Appreciate it. I just saw that come through. Well, I don't know, guys. I feel like I could, this is like the most that I've talked in like 2 weeks, I feel like, aside of my guide trip yesterday. I've got a guide trip to get ready for tomorrow. I've got some white swim baits to tie on because that's all I ever throw is white swim baits and ding wraps. But one last time, thank you guys so much again for tuning in. Thank you so much for all the donations. Please hit the merch store. I'm going to throw the merch store link in the comments one last time. Go buy a t-shirt. Go buy a decal. There's literally a shirt with Tucker's face on it. How can you not want a t-shirt with Tucker's face on it? It does have the logo on the back, but the merch store is set up, fully functional. Please go buy a shirt, hoodie, whatever. Support the channel. I try and make some good quality stuff. So thank you guys so much. Have a great weekend. The wine is making me so hot and sweaty. It's time to go rig up some rods outside and go to bed and get ready to go back to work, guiding tomorrow. Thank you guys so much again for all the donations, and I will see you again soon on the next live video and on the next video. I don't know what it's going to be, but it is going to happen. So Greg Nelson, thank you. Later, I will see you guys on the next one. Cheers.